Alrighty. Okay. So, welcome to my life. So excited about people asking questions. One of the big questions that came up was difference between synthetic supplements, isolates, and whole food. Why should I get this one and not that one? I can pay only $2 for 1,000 tablets over here, and then I can pay $10 for 10 tablets over here. So, yes, there's a vast difference in price. In supplementation, in nutrition, you absolutely get what you pay for. If you found the cheapest product on that shelf, yes, that's exactly what you got, the cheapest product ever made. So, here is my question. When you go purchase a car, do you go to the dealership and say, you want the cheapest car on the lot? Or do you want something that is reliable, you can trust, it'll take you from a point A to point B, it's not going to be in the shop more than what it is on the road? Think about that. What is your choice going to be? So, quick thing about synthetics. Synthetics, in red, most synthetics I think you should not be taking, because the synthetic is not made from a human food. Most synthetic supplements, and it's easy to spot, go look at the label, look at the ingredients. If those ingredient list is a bunch of chemical names that you cannot even pronounce, well, yeah, probably a synthetic, more than likely a synthetic. If synthetic is made in a chemical plant, it's not made from a plant that you can eat. Big difference. So if it's made in a chemical plant, and most especially the lipid soluble vitamins like vitamin E, omega-3s, vitamin D, many of those fat soluble supplements is actually made as byproduct from the petrochemical industry. It is stuff that they can't use to put gas in your car, so they scrape that off and they make supplements from it. Nice. So that's why it is so cheap, because they would have otherwise just thrown it away. And now you pay them money so that you can take it, believe it's going to magically cure you, and it doesn't. Because your body cannot really use it. Let's take a quick example of a synthetic vitamin C, ascorbic acid. If you take a synthetic vitamin C, it leaves your body within between an hour and a half and 2 hours. It's gone. And most of the time, the absorption is not even all the way into your cells. You might have absorbed it out of your GI tract, might have gotten some in your bloodstream, going straight to the cells, a fraction, then the next moment when you go to the toilet, zzz, out it goes, it's gone. So many synthetics, your body doesn't really know how to use it. It's not a human food. Our human bodies are made to eat human food, not algae. There are some algae that is being eaten. There's, I can't remember what it's called. It's an algae that grows on some tree in the Amazon, and they can break that down, take it off, and people eat it. Pretty nutritional, contains a lot of vitamin D. Let's move from synthetic to isolates. What is isolates? Isolate is usually a high dose of one item, of one something. You can get a high dose of vitamin C, can be natural, can be organic, can be made from a food source, but it's an isolate. What's the difference from an isolate? And here is where the difference from isolates come in with whole foods. A whole food supplement actually has all the other factors, they call them cofactors, in as well. So if you take a vitamin C that is not an isolate, that is actually a whole food, it has all the other cofactors in so that your body can actually absorb it and use it without creating deficiencies elsewhere. Let's take vitamin B. A vitamin B12. Many people, doctors will tell you, because you're anemic, they tell you to get iron and vitamin B12, because iron and vitamin B12 is commonly used to build red blood cells to stop the anemia. So if you take a high dose of B12, usually 1,000 IUs or more, guess what that vitamin B12 does? It pulls other vitamin Bs, B1, B5, B3 from other places, because it needs those other vitamin Bs in order to get metabolized in your body. So now you take a high dose of one thing, but because of that, you create a deficiency elsewhere. So if the doctor told you you have to get a B12, please get the B12 and the B complex. Because you don't want to take a B12 and now you're depressed because you depleted all your B5s. Make sense? Right. That's the same thing that happens between isolates and whole foods. An isolate, there's several chiropractic doctors that sell a popular brand, and those are high dose isolates. They have a 10,000 or 1,000, 2,000 milligram of an omega-3, but that is an isolate omega-3, and I believe it is made from a food source, although it's an isolate. It doesn't have all the cofactors, and it's not all the way complete. Maybe have 2 or 3 of the omega-3 oils in it. A whole food omega-3 has all 8 oils. Omega-3 consists of 8 oils. So, if you take a whole food omega-3, it has the 3 in the higher doses, but it also has the others in. Now that whole omega-3 works synergistically. There's so many testimonies of people who took a whole food omega-3 and immediately within a day, couple of days, they can tell you that it's making a difference. Take a high dose isolate, it might make a little bit of a difference, but somewhere down the line they start to complain, oh no, it's not working, causes this problem or that problem. So my choice is always a whole food, because I've been taking whole food supplements for at least for the past 10 years. My life has radically changed. My life will not be the same again. So, next thing you see, zinc, zinc, zinc. I'm a big fan of zinc. So this is the first installment on a zinc training. So first thing, what is zinc? Zinc is a metallic mineral. Metallic means it is a metal found in nature. So where I just talked about we need to eat natural foods and get natural supplements. Does it mean that you have to get a piece of zinc ore and chew on it? Absolutely not. Plants take up zinc from the soil. There's a lot of zinc in many foods. Let's go over a few foods that contains high amounts of zinc. Meat, for one example. Red meat, especially beef, bison, pork, has a lot of zinc in it. Chicken does have some zinc, not as much as red meat. Shellfish, oysters especially, oyster has been deemed as this aphrodisiac because zinc is a major component of testosterone. I don't think it really does much for the libido though. You're not gonna go to an oyster bar and slurp down a few oysters and now all of a sudden you're ready to go. I don't think it works that way. The thing is, oysters has a lot of zinc in it. Chickpeas and lentils. Also seeds and nuts has high amounts of zinc in it. Here is this thing. Zinc is an essential mineral. What does essential mean? Essential means if you don't eat it, your body doesn't have it. Your body can't make it. If you don't eat it on a daily basis, get it in on a daily basis, you're not going to have it. So you can get zinc in through those food sources that I mentioned to you, but also you can take a zinc supplement. And again, like we just said, not all supplements are created equal. So do you want to get a synthetic zinc that they probably got from the ore, grind it down and stamped it into a tablet and there you go? Or do you want something that is from a whole food source, where your body takes it in as food, separates elements, and now it actually does what it's supposed to do? Big difference, big difference. So that is what is zinc. It's a metallic mineral. It is essential. If you don't eat it, you don't have it. And again, one other topic. Zinc, your body does not have a specialized system to store zinc. There's zinc in plasma, there's zinc in semen, there's zinc in many places in your body, but if you are not going to get your zinc on a daily basis, you're going to lose it through your urine and feces every day. Although zinc deficiency is not that common, especially in the northern hemisphere, it still does exist. Zinc is really important in many roles in the human body, especially growing children, more so in growing young boys and throughout a male's entire life. Zinc is extremely important. So if you're a guy, if you were born a man, zinc is important to you. You need it for health. So in the next video, we're going to go into the roles of zinc. So the quick installment on what is zinc. It's a metallic mineral. It is essential. You can't store it. You have to get it every day. And you can get it from those food sources. Red meat, oysters, nuts, lentils, seeds, and there's some other ones as well, but those are the ones that contain the highest amounts. So that is it for now. I hope that this information was valuable to you, and if you like this video, please like and share, comment. If you want some more information, hit me up on Messenger and we can talk. God bless you. See you on the next one. Take care.